G'day legends and welcome back to another video, and today we are updating my old Thrustmaster wheel with the TGT2 by Thrustmaster. Probably the biggest question I'm going to get, why didn't you go direct drive? Well, stick around, I'm going to tell you. We're not going to do the unboxing, we're going to take off the old one, put on the new one and check it out. And I'll tell you why I went with the TGT2 in 2024. So why did I choose the TGT2 in 2024, knowing that there was direct drives available and one coming from Thrustmaster literally a week after I received my TGT2? Well, within this video, I'm going to try and break it down in segments. First off, we'll kick it off with budget, but please keep in mind, this is coming from someone who's entering the sim world again. I've been there before, I am now back, and I'm running a small YouTube channel. So budget played a big role. But let's kick it off with budget. So talking budget, if you are watching this, you probably do have some kind of budget you're working with. If you don't, kudos to you. I wish I did not have a budget. But once this listed at the price of $809 delivered here in Melbourne, Australia, I had no choice but to dive on it. Now, full disclaimer here, I have had a TGT2 wrapped in the Xbox colors, which was the Sparko. I think it was called the XSW or the XWS, something like that. I will try and put it up, the correct wording for it. And I knew what I was getting into. I had tried it before many years ago, but now we've gone to the PlayStation side of things, TGT2. So budget did play a big role, and I did upgrade from a T300, the Alcantara Ferrari edition. So I was upgrading at the same time as saving money. So first off, budget. Under $1,000, a TGT2. If you want to see an unboxing of this, if you want to see some other reviews, please check out some great channels out there. No unboxing from me today because it is an old wheel. People have seen it. It's more speaking from someone who's now got it and using it on their channel. So let's talk direct drive. Now, I knew the Thrustmaster DD was coming out. It was all over YouTube. I knew it was coming. It was on the short list, but there's a couple of issues there which I'll talk about in a tick. But what was my DD, my direct drive wheel that I was literally about to pull the trigger on? What was the Fanatec for the PS5, the lower Newton meter. I think it was the 6 Newton meter, which is around about $13.50 delivered in Australia. You get your wheel and you get your pedals. That's a great deal. It's still a lot of money, but that's a great deal. But again, if we look at budget, $809 for the TGT2. It's not direct drive. I'm not going to compare the two whatsoever, but budget took over. I did consider taking the Logitech on, which in Australia, I think it's around about $2,000. So again, budget, I couldn't reach that far. And of course, PXM was another brand that I was looking at, which is in budget. It was under $1,000. It is direct drive, I think 6 Newton meters of torque, and it's cross-platform. You do have to do a couple of little add-ons here and there to get games to work. But if you are handy with the PC, you can get that done. I would love to test out these wheels. Of course, being a smaller channel, I had to make a decision on what to get stuck into, and the TGT2 was it. Why didn't I choose the direct drive from Thrustmaster? Firstly, I'm normally day one everything. If it's a video game console, if it's a game itself, if it's a movie, I'm normally day one. I'm jumping headfirst in. When it comes to electronics, sometimes you just gotta wait. And that's the game I played with this one. I had to wait to see what people thought about it. Now, a couple of reviews are already out now. They're going to be coming out thick and fast. I would love to try the DD by Thrustmaster, and of course, it's brand new. I may get my hands on it in the future, but I didn't have enough information here in Australia to make that choice to say, how much is it going to cost me and what benefits is it going to be over the TGT2? That sounds a little bit crazy because we know the TGT2 is not direct drive, but I did not have enough information on the Thrustmaster's version. I believe it will be, and by the looks of some of the reviews, it is a great wheel and it should be better than the TGT2, but I hadn't had enough information yet. Price-wise, I did not know in Australia what it was going to cost me. I always add on top of Euro or US. It's always a couple $100 extra, but there was no real listing here yet for that. So I couldn't really get a grasp on if I could get this straight away to try it. Why didn't I go Fanatec? Which is probably going to be a question in the comments. Direct drive from Fanatec was up the top, but as we know, there's a lot of great YouTubers out there, which I won't get into, the Corsair takeover of Fanatec. During this period, there was not much confidence in brand delivery, warranty. I couldn't sink the $1,350 that was needed. It is still a wheel that is highly desirable to me, and it probably will make its way to its channel in the future, but dropping the 1350 without confidence, I could not do. Would it be a better wheel? Potentially. It's direct drive. I can't compare the two. But for me, again, budget played a big part. So do I recommend this wheel right now, knowing that all these direct drive wheels are here? Would I do this again? The simple answer is yes. Firstly, if you have a budget, it's a no-brainer. There's a two-parter to this though. I got it for $809, which is well below $1,000 Australian. If this wheel creeps back up to its recommended retail, which from memory is around the $1,100-$1,200 mark, then I would say start considering your direct drive. I don't think there's a reason to buy this wheel if it's comparing itself to direct drive wheelbases. What do I see happening in the future? This wheel should come down and stay down continuously. The TGT2 so far has been wicked. It's been an absolute awesome wheel to use. It's not the strongest wheel. For me, it's enough to know what the car is doing. Yes, direct drive, in my opinion, will give you more feedback when it comes to the force itself. But for $809, sub 1,000, I don't think you can beat it. Let me know in the comments if you can. But again, if it does go back up in price, start considering other options. So if you are on PS5, feel free to add me. I am racing a lot, pretty much daily, and I will be live streaming with a schedule very soon. GT7 is the go-to game at the moment. I will be branching out to others, but it is a lot of fun, GT7. It's good just to get in there and have a blast. But be safe, take care, keep it on the track. Bye.